team, welcome to this core Pilates workout. My name is Mimi and I'm happy you're here. I will take you through the next 20 minutes of a complete core workout. In Pilates we always breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth, keeping an abdominal connection, so we're switching on the core at all times, sending the belly towards the backbone. I'm gonna set my timer for 20 minutes and then we are getting started in a plank position. So 20 minutes, off we go. We're starting in a high plank position. The hands are under the shoulders, toes are out far. And then we're gonna start holding our plank here. Make sure we are in a good plank position. Let's check. I want our body to be one straight board. The shoulder blades are more pulling towards each other than rounding the back here. We're holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. In 5, we start lowering the knees. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're sending the knees to the ground. They're just hovering and sending them back up. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. For 10, 9, for 8, 7, for 6, last 5, last 4, 3 more, last 2, last 1. Awesome work. Coming into mountain climber. Right leg steps forward, left foot follows. Right foot back, left foot back. In, out, out. For 10, 9, for 8, 7, for 6, 5, 4 more, last 3, yes you can do it, last 2, last 1, awesome work. In our high plank, we are adding on some shoulder taps. So right hand taps the left shoulder, left hand taps the right shoulder. Now I want you to keep your hips as still as possible. For 10, 9, 8, 7, engage the core. For 6, 5, 4 more, last 3, last 2, last 1, great job. Lowering these knees down, coming into a quick shell stretch. Catching the breath and the heartbeat here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're coming lying onto our left side. On the left elbow, shoulder is above the elbow, left knee is to the long side of the mat. We're stretching the right leg out far, and then we're lifting our hip up high here. Right arm comes up overhead. Inhale, long body. On the exhale, we crunch. Inhale, long. Exhale, knee to elbow. For 10, 9, for 8, 7, for 6, 5, 4 more, then we pulse in our crunch. Last 3, last 2, last 1. We're holding our crunch, we're pulsing here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lowering this hip down towards the ground, resting the head in our hand, pointing through the toes. Knees are glued together, right hand is in front of us to help with our balance. Inhale to prepare. On the exhale, we come into double leg lift. Lower and lift, lower and lift. For 10, 9, for 8, 7, awesome job. For 6, you're doing great. 5 more, last 4, last 3, last 2, then we start to kick. Last 1, holding high here. We're starting to open and close, kicking those legs for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Bringing that right leg in front of us. Left toes are pointed out. Maybe we are holding on here We are preparing on the inhale. On the exhale, we lift the left toes. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. For 10, 9, for 8, 7, 6 more. Last 5, last 4, 3 more, 2 more. Last one, nice work. We're rolling onto our back from here, bending these knees, shoulder blades are connected to the ground. We're coming into some bridge work, so the hands are next to us, belly is in. Inhale to prepare. On the exhale, we're sending the hips up high. Now let's squeeze these glutes. Inhale to lower, tap the ground, exhale, we lift. Lower and lift, lower and lift. For 10, 9, for 8, 7, for 6, 5 more, last 4, 3 more, then we hold high, last 2, last one, holding high here, squeezing the glutes for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, in 5 we pulse, 4, 3, 2, and 1, we dip and lift for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, holding high. We're sending the left leg towards the sky, lowering it down, sending the right leg towards the sky, lowering it down. For 2, 3, for 4, 5, for 6, 7, yes you can do it, for 8, 9, 10 more, here we go. For 10, engage the core, 9, for 8, 7, last 6, then we're holding the legs stretched, last 5, 4 more, last 3, last 2, last one, we're holding the legs stretched. Inhale to lower the hips, exhale, send them high. Lower and lift, for 10, 9, for 8, 7, for 6, 5, 4, then we swap legs, 3, 2, and 1. Swapping legs, sending the right leg up high, lower and lift, for 10, 9, for 8, 7, last 6, 5 more to go, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Lowering down, bending these knees in a 90-degree angle. We're pointing through the toes. We're moving from our hips, working our lower core. On the inhale, we tap the ground. On the exhale, we lift up, making sure the shoulder blades are staying connected to the ground at all times. We lower and lift, lower and lift. We're working slow here. We don't want to use the momentum to bring us up. We want to use the lower core to bring us up. For 2, 3, for 4, 5, for 6, keeping a tiny little gap in between our spine and the mat. We have 10 more to go. For 9, 8, 7, for 6, 5 more, last 4, last 3, last 2, then we're stretching these legs out, last 1, awesome job. Stretching the legs out to the sky, we're coming into our cherry picker. So, fingertips are coming towards the toes as we see curves the spine up. Inhale to lower, exhale, lift. Lower and lift, lower and lift. For 10, 9, for 8, 7, 6 more, last 5, last 4, 3 more, 2 more. And last one, great work. We're coming onto our left side, so you can just turn around, coming onto your forearm. We have some work to do here. Right knees to the long side of the mat. We're pushing the hips up high here, bringing the left arm up and overhead. Inhale here, exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale out, exhale in. For 10, 9, for 8, 7, for 6, 5 more, 4 more, last 3, then we pulse in our crunch, last 2, last 1, let's pulse in our crunch for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lowering down onto the hip, resting the head in our hand. We're stretching these legs out, pointing through the toes, coming into our double leg lifts. Inhale to prepare. On the exhale, we lift up. Lower and lift, lower and lift. For 10, 9, for 8, 7, for 6, 5. In 4, we add our kicks. Last 3, last 2, last 1. Holding high here, we're kicking for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently releasing. Left foot is coming in front of you. Maybe holding onto the left ankle here. Right toes are pointed. Inhale here, exhale, lift. Lower and lift, lower and lift. For 10, 9, for 8, 7, for 6, I know it's hard, 5, for 4, last 3, last 2, last 1, great job. We're rolling onto our back here, knees are bent, feet are connected to the ground. The hands are coming to one side, so we're starting with the right, C-curving the spine. Lower back is connected towards the ground. Hands are coming to the right side. Exhale up, inhale down, up and down. For 10, 9, for 8, 7, for 6, 5, 4. Then we come to the center. 3 more. Last 2. Last 1. We're coming to the center. Up and down. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, for 10. We're coming to the left side. 10 little sit-ups here for 10, 9, 8, 7, for 6, 5 more, last 4, last 3, bringing the shoulder blades off the ground, last 2, last 1, shoulder blades back onto the ground, knees are bent, we're coming into single leg lowers. So we're bending the knees, pointing through the toes, arms are towards the sides, and then we're stretching out the knee, bringing it as close towards the ground as we can, bringing it back in. Coming to the left side, lowering down, pointing through the toes, bringing it back in. For 1, 2, for 3, 4, for 5, 6, for 7. We're feeling that in our core. For 8, for 9. All of the core has to switch on to hold our long legs. We have 10 more to go. 9, for 8, last 5 minutes. 7, for 6, 5, 4 more, last 3, last 2, last 1. Guess what? We're going into double leg lowers. So we're stretching out the legs here, pointing through these toes. The hands can be next to the body. Inhale, we start lowering down as far as we can, and then on the exhale, we bring it back up. We're not touching the ground on the way down. We're just hovering. We lower and lift, lower and lift. Hallelujah. For 10. My legs are shaking. For 9. For 8. But that's the truth, guys. That's how I'm suffering too. For 7. We are in this together. Let's go for 6 more. For 6. Ooh. 5. You can always decrease the range if it's getting too hard for you. For 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Awesome job. We are coming into our boat pose, so rocking all the way up. Coming into tall sitting position here. We have 3.5 minutes to go. Let's make this count. Arms are out in front of us, palms are facing up. We start to lift one leg at a time. This is our high boat, this is our speed boat. We're alternating between the two and then we're gonna hold them at the end. So we lower down for 1, 2, for 3, 4, for 5, 6, for 7, 8, for 9, 10 more, here we go, we can do it. For 10, 9, for 8, 7, last 6, last 5, 4 more, last 3, last 2, last 1. We're holding here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're holding here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woohoo! Coming into forearm plank position. Elbows are under our shoulders, up on our toes. We're coming into our knee tucks again. So inhale, lower, exhale, lift. We can interlace the fingers here. We're going for 10, 9, for 8, 7, for 6. We're so close to the end. Last 5, 1.5 minutes to go. Last 4, last 3, last 2, last 1. We're drawing rainbows with our hips. On inhale, left hip comes to the ground and exhale up. Inhale down to the right and exhale up. For 1, 2, for 3, 4, for 5, 6, long neck, 7, for 8, for 9, for 10, coming to the center. We're holding here for 10, 9, 8, strong board, 7, 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last minute, guys, let's roll onto our right arm, sending these legs out right. We're sending the left arm up overhead, side stand for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, for 5, 4, send the hips a little bit higher, 3, 2, and 1. Up to the other side. We are on our left forearm, right arm is up and high. Hip moves an inch higher for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Forearm stand, we're adding on commandos. So we're bringing the hand towards the ground, pushing through the elbow. Other hand comes to the ground, and we're lowering down, down, up, up, down, down. For 10, for 9, for 8, 7, for 6, last 5, last 4. This is our last exercise. Last 3, last 2. I know it burns. Last 1, and the timer is going off. Hallelujah. Awesome work, everyone. That was hard. Core is simply the hardest. You did amazing. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I hope you enjoyed this workout. As I said, we're all in this together. I'm suffering with you. And I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. If you enjoyed, please give me a like, jump over to my Instagram, follow me here on YouTube, or come over into my Patreon community where I release these videos a little bit earlier. Alrighty, catch you soon. Bye bye.